There's one thing for sure, there's not many Brits around this area in Spain. It is just coming up for 12 o'clock. I don't know how busy this town will be. I don't even know how many people stay in this little village, but it's way down in the Murcia region of Spain. Let's try and find the town square. There's one thing about these little villages. They all look the same. Sometimes it makes you wonder if these parts of Spain, I mean, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I've passed more industrial estates than I've ever seen. I've passed hundreds of square meters of, well, about 30 or 40 miles of farmland anyway, just to get here. Let's see what price of the property are. Geez, property isn't cheap here. There's 123, 150. There's a shop for rent, €500 a month. There's another one for rent, and 160, 359, 330, 160. Get a bit of land for 40,000. Bit of land for 40,000. It is. It's got 400 olive trees. Be worth it just for that, especially with the price of olive oil. And there's one at 160. There's one at 80. Fuente de Campo. 150 square meters out in the Campo. That's not a too bad price actually. 80 grand. 150 square meters. 2 bedrooms. Doesn't tell you how much land comes with it though. 300,000. 30,000. There's another bit of land for sale. Finca. But it probably doesn't have a building with it. What I've come to learn in Spain is when you just walk past people or you walk into the shop, everybody says hola or buenas. It's just nice, isn't it? And I think when you don't say it, people kind of look at you a bit weird. So there is a consum. Consum's open. But up in Playa Flamenca in Torrevieja today, it seems to be a holiday. So at least this consum's open. There seem to be... No idea. I have no idea where I'm going. No idea where I'm going at all. That petrol station. There's a deer across the road. But there is definitely not the town square. I think I might need to get Google Maps out for this one. And try and find the church. The town square. It's not a big place either. Never mind. So there is nice little gardens in this town. But because we're in such a flat area, and I mean really flat, there's no way trying to see where any landmarks or steeples are from the church. This is nice, this. Wait till you see this. Nice little garden area. What is that in there? That's like a little stadium. Is that a bull ring? Is that an old bull ring? Entrada. I wonder what that is. Let's have a look. Is that a football stadium? No idea. No idea what it is. No idea. That's a school maybe. No idea. Right, let's walk around this way. So I found out what it is. It's like an outdoor stage. It's like an outdoor arena. You can just see that there. So that's basically the seated area that we're just behind. And then over there, it's like a stage. So it's like an outdoor arena for concerts in the middle of the town. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a church? No, it's not. What an unexpected find. Yeah, it is. There's seats. Look, it's open. Let's have a nose. It is. It's an actual stadium bit. Wow. There you go. Modern day amphitheater. Interesting. Well, we found an outdoor arena. Still haven't found the church or the main square. There's a statue to an old guy. Just over here. Does it say anything? Nothing. Who is he? Yeah. Doesn't tell you. Does anyone recognise him? I have no idea who he is. I've got to say though, this is a nice little park in the town. And I wonder what events they hold on there. It's really cool. It's one of the coolest things I've seen actually. Reminds me of the old Roman one down in Cartagena. If you haven't been down to Cartagena, check out one of our earlier videos that we did around about 3 years ago, a long time ago. I'll put it up in the playlist at the end. And that's when we visited Cartagena. And the old Roman part of it. Wow. No idea what these are meant to be or symbolise. There's an aeroplane just taking off from Murcia Airport. We aren't far from Murcia down here. Still, no idea where I'm going. I'm just walking around the streets here. Get off the road, there's a vehicle coming. So there was a queue for the lawyer's shop just back round the corner. You can understand why so many of the youth in Spain move away from these idyllic little villages. They probably see it as a blast from the past, and then they don't see a future here. So you get a lot of youth in areas in Spain moving away from little towns like this due to the fact that they don't want to work in farms, don't want to work in shops, and let's face it, there is a lot of poverty in these parts of Spain, but at the same time there's a lot of money also. 300 grand property means that there is money around in the area. It'll be one of those towns where everything shuts for siesta. It's just maybe not, it's just a little small village this. One thing that I've always found in these towns, this is the second one that I've seen open. That's a Barbers. There's nobody in it, just the two guys. But yeah, there's a Barbers. I've just walked around in a circle. This is where I started. How did I manage that? So I am in a town called Fuente de Almo de Murcia. Probably pronounced that wrong. I always get people commenting on my pronunciation of Spanish. I'm Scottish, not Spanish. Anyway, there's cars driving about, but yeah, I've just seen people putting the closed for lunch signs on the windows. So I was down this way this morning doing some work related. Oh, what is that? Wow, that's an empty building, but it looks absolutely fantastic. The architecture on this, somebody's had an idea to build something absolutely immense, and then they've run out of money or something. Someone's put a lot of time and effort into this building, and it's a shame that it's never been completed. Because I tell you one thing, absolutely, it looks fantastic from the outside. I wonder what it was going to be. I wonder when it was, someone started to build it. It's like it's, I wonder if it was going to be a house. Because it's got a double staircase on the inside. But I've got to say, those pillars, absolutely fantastic. That's marble. That's marble pillars. So there must be a marble quarry. I did see a lot of quarries around about here. That's solid marble. That's not cheap. It probably is here. That looks amazing. A florist. There is a florist. Those things are brilliant. Mosquito plants. Buy them and grow them into big bushes in your garden. And they're absolutely fantastic. What is that? idea. Oh, this is probably one of the quietest little villages that I've been to. And there's a spa. There is a spa open. And obviously the locals support Madrid. Real Madrid. Seems to be a Real Madrid supporters club here. Founded in 1994. Yep. Is it? Is that a Real Madrid supporters club? Now the good news is the cloud and the dust that we've had above us for, God, it feels like forever. For about 4 or 5 days now, is starting to clear, and we can see some blue skies. Some blue skies. And on cue, there's a car covered in the dust from the air. The dust from the air. And still, no town centre or church. Strange little place. I drove in this way. Recognised that van. Right. I'm probably going to have to go back the way I came. Just a tiny little town. Got a big vets. Let's go this way. Has to be somewhere. But at least there's more cars going around this time than normal. Because usually when I do these videos at this time of day, people say, "Where is everyone? Where is everyone?" I'm getting a strange look from an older Spanish gentleman. It's probably like, "What are you filming and who are you talking to?" The dentist is open. Yes, the dentist is open. But seems to be a lot of properties for rent. I've not got a price on them. A lot of people here must work in the agricultural sector, because it is massive down this area. It is massive. I've not even found a bar yet. What's this? Delicious. English honeybee? Honeybee English. Oh, it's an English school. In English, I speak English. So there you go, even in little villages like this, they understand the importance. And not because everyone wants to speak English, but a lot of tourists from other countries, Northern European countries, all speak English. And it's not because of the English tourists. It's just easier for people to understand. There's a new building. Well, there's a guy painting the road. There's someone working. And he's not closed the road or anything. There's a supermarket. He's not closed the road or anything. It's the back of the spa. Keep walking around in circles. Could you imagine that back in the UK? They would have the road closed off, and it would probably take about a day. He's painting the lines. That's what you call happy at your work. Take your time, job done. Anyway, the one thing about this town is there's a lot of it untouched. Could you imagine, this would have been the exact same type of houses that would have been in Torrevieja years ago. It would have all been this one level size house. This is the old Spain. This is the Spain that's untouched by outsiders. These are the houses that have been here for probably the best part of 100 years. Definitely going by that wooden door. But these are ones that are modernised. Probably a bit of Spain where there aren't a lot of foreigners. And it's also a bit of Spain where a lot of the kids want to get out of. Because let's face it, not everyone wants to stay in little villages like this. They all head off to Barcelona, to Sevilla, to Madrid, to Valencia. to get employment. Yep. It is a town that is basically untouched. It is a town that's basically untouched. There are obviously properties that have been modernised, but they've only been modernised by Spanish that stay here. I haven't even found one tapas bar yet. Devastated. Not one tapas bar. This is a bar during the summer. This will be a place where they hold events. I've seen these in other towns. You know, a little place where they hold an event during the summer. Little. Now, I've got to say, there's the first bit of graffiti I've seen in the town. There's a bar sign. Is it open? No. Which way will we go? This way. El Pollo Campanero chicken shop. I have found what could potentially be the high street. There are some shops open, but the bar is closed. And there across there is chicken shop and butchers. It does have a Yoigo phone shop. It does have a Yoigo phone shop and tapas bar over there. It's not open. There's another one that's closed. It's a strange little place, this. But it is a little Spanish town that is untouched. And there's a modern building, modern apartment block. And right across from it is the untouched old part of the town. I can't see there being many expats staying in this place. Rather large pots with olive tree in it. It's a plastic pot as well. I can hear voices of people inside buildings, but ice cream shop getting ready to open? No idea, yeah, not. Jeez. So was it worth a visit? Si vende. There's a nice house right in the middle of town. Was it worth a visit? Well, I was passing and I thought we would do a video of deep dark Spain. Now this looks like the townhouse, because it has the flags outside. And usually next to the townhouse is near the church, but it doesn't seem to be a town square. Doesn't seem to be a town square. Woman walking her dog. It's a cultural centre. The church is always round about. Is this the church? Jeez. Is it? Old building. It's locked up. It's maybe the old townhouse actually. Let me just show you this. It's probably the original townhouse or cultural centre. Now, I have this modern building. So across the road is that old building. It's maybe an old Guardia Civil building by the looks of it. Don't know. Could be. Who knows? But it is all locked up, which generally allows me to think that it might have been an old Guardia Civil building from back in the day. Because usually they get locked up and nobody gets into them. This has been an interesting little town, but the time is getting on and it doesn't look like I'm going to grab anything to eat here. So I'm going to move on and head back up towards Muirthea and then back up home. Let's see where we can stop off next. Now, where did I park the car? Anyway, on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel, it is free. And on that note, hasta luego.